Hey guys, welcome to Santuario Yoga. I'm Jenny. I'll be your guide today through a superpower total body workout. You're going to need probably about 45 minutes to yourself, only a mat, place to practice, maybe some cool tunes in the background, and that's going to be it. If you enjoy what you see, if you have a good time with me on the mat, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the page, and of course, if you're in the Miami area, come take class at the studio with me. So, enough said. Let's get to work. We're going to start on all fours. Coming into a tabletop, just for a quick little cat-cow to say hi to the spine. So spread the fingers out nice and wide. Shoulders are going to be right over wrists. And knees are about hips width distance. We're going to untuck the toes. Take an inhale, drop the belly, flip the tail as you broaden the collarbone. Exhale, pressing the floor away, releasing all the air from the lungs, any stale energy as you round the spine. Inhale, allowing yourself to fill up completely, filling up all the lungs as you arch the back. And exhale, round and release, dropping the crown of the head down to the floor, tucking the tailbone. And last one. Inhale, drop the belly, flip the tail. And as you exhale, round and release. Good. Very slowly return to a nice neutral spine. Crawl your hands forward, maybe an inch or two, and then step your feet back into a plank position. And you can keep your feet about hips width distance, same as we had in our little tabletop. Firm through your hands, right? I want you to make contact with your foundations, your feet, your hands. Make everything nice and strong, gripping a little bit with the fingertips, so not just being in the heel of the hand. We're going to get things rolling right away. So what we're going to do is take an inhale at the top of the plank. We're going to exhale to our chaturanga. Inhale to the top of the plank. Exhale to a child's pose. And we're going to move with the breath. So about 10 of those. Here we go. Inhale forward. Exhale chaturanga. Inhale plank. Exhale child's pose. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale chaturanga. Inhale plank. Exhale child's pose. Inhale, hinge forward. You can always skip the chaturanga and just hold the plank, and then exhale back into your child's pose. Good. Let's keep going. Inhale, forward plank, joining back in with the chaturanga when you're ready. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, hinge forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, forward plank. Remember to keep your belly really strong as you exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, child's pose. They're starting to get a little harder. We have 4 more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, child's pose. Woo! 3 more. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, top of the plank. Exhale, child's pose. Last 2, best 2. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Last one. Here we go. Inhale, hinge forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Take a nice big deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Inhale forward to your plank pose again. We're going to walk our hands all the way back towards our feet. Grab those opposite elbows and take a little ragdoll here. So just let gravity help you, right? Let yourself get nice and heavy. Give your head a little shake, shake, wiggle, wiggle. Shake your tail feather too. Just let things kind of loosen up. Yeah. And then, just to stretch the wrists out a little bit, we're going to slip the hands right underneath the feet. Get your toes as close to your wrists as you can. Take an inhale, shift the weight forward to the ball of the foot. Give your hands a little massage. And as you exhale, take a forward fold. Release the crown of the head down. Let's find our pelvic floor. Lift a bit on the pelvic floor. Lead with the chest. Breathe into the back of the legs and the back of the spine. Allow yourself to create some space there with the breath. Beautiful. We're going to slowly release that grip. I want you to inhale, inhale, half lift, pull your belly in. I think I'm going to incorporate that. Inhale, all the way up to the top. We're going to take a little pistol grip when we hit the top. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, through the fingertips. And as you exhale, take a little dip towards the right. Yeah, little side bend, stretching the left side body. Inhale back to the center, and then exhale back over towards the left, finding a stretch in the right side body. Keep reaching out of the crown of the head. Keep your chin up. Keep your chest up. Keep everything nice and long. Inhale back to the center. And as you exhale, take a big swan dive forward. Good. Inhale, lengthening the spine, crawling it back out to our plank pose. So meeting me back in plank. This time, I'd like you to bring your feet all the way together. Form your toes and heels are touching. Press the floor away. We're going to inhale, the right leg lifts, and we're going to exhale the knee towards the right tricep. We're going to go for 10 of those. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap it. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap it. I want you to access those right side obliques. At the same time, push the floor away. 5, inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap. 4, tap it. 3, lengthen, tap. 2, tap. Last one, we're going to hold the knee in towards the tricep, lowering the knee about a foot behind the right wrist. Rotate the right foot back and rotate the left foot to the floor. Inhale, lengthen up and take a nice side bend. So just stretching out the work that we did on the right side here. We want to strengthen, but we also want to make sure we stay nice and flexible. Breathe 3, 2, and on 1, bring the right hand down. Bring the left hand down as you rotate your back heel off the floor and hug the right knee up into the chest, nice and high. You can adjust the feet if you have to. We're going to tap the knee to the floor. So tap it, exhale, lift it. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 7 more. 7, breathe. 6, lift higher. 5, push the floor away. 4, fingertips wide. 3, 2, we're going to hold high on 1. Freeze it as gently as you can. Step the right foot forward. Drop the back knee down. Take an inhale. Sweep the arms all the way up as you look up towards your fingertips, bringing the palms all the way together. Breathe. Lower belly is firm. We're going to bring the hands all the way down, framing the front foot, lifting the back leg, straightening the front leg, and taking a little forward fold. Good. Inhaling back into that front leg. Checking before we do anything that the right knee is over the ankle, back leg is strong, and then with the strength of the belly rising up. 1 big deep breath. On the exhale, releasing the arms down, framing the foot, stepping the left foot back to plank, and setting yourself up for the other side. So finding your plank pose, feet are back together. Nice and strong, push the floor away. Left leg lifts. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Tap it in. Send it back out. Tap it in. Send it back out. Tap it. Send it out. Belly is in. Try not to let anything move except for the leg. Tap it. Send it out. Last 5. Inhale long. Exhale in. Good. 3. Send it out. 2. Last one. Hold it in. Place the left knee down about a foot behind the wrist. Rotate the foot back as you rotate the right sole of the foot down. And then inhale, take a nice big stretch. Stretching out that whole left side body. Breathing nice and easy. Good. Reaching through your fingertips. And then slowly coming down. Left hand will come down. As the right hand comes down, the back heel rotates up, and then we lift that left knee into the chest. And again, you can adjust your feet a little bit if you need to. So we're going to tap the knee down and lift on the exhale. 9, lift. 8, lift. 7, lift. So total body here. Shoulders, a lot of core work, a lot of brain work, right? Staying with it. 4, 3, 2. Hold it on 1. Step the left foot forward. Drop the back knee down to the floor. Take an inhale. Sweep the arms all the way up nice and big. Looking up as you bring the palms together. Beautiful. Exhale, framing the front foot. Lifting the back leg, straightening the front leg. And taking like a wide-legged pyramid. Don't worry if your back heel is really high off the ground. I always say that. Just let yourself get into the hamstrings. Inhaling forward into a nice high lunge, setting it up. Left knee over the ankle, back leg nice and strong, belly is super firm. Inhale all the way up as you sweep the arms up. 1 big breath. And as you exhale, frame the front foot with the hands. Stepping the left foot back to meet the right foot. And holding your plank pose. Breathe here for 5. For 4. For 3. for 2. On 1, step your 2 feet forward right between your hands. Toes and heels are going to touch. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, nice and big. Reaching out through your fingertips, finding your pistol grip. One more little stretch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it down towards the right. Just moving with the breath. Inhale, lengthen back through the center. Exhale, taking that little dip towards the left. Beautiful. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling, taking that nice big forward fold all the way back down. All right, we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step your left foot back as far as you possibly can, but not so far that your knee is not over your ankle, right? So we don't want to be in like a split. We want to make sure the right knee is over the ankle and never over the toes. We're going to take an inhale, sweep the arms right into a nice crescent lunge, pulling the lower tummy in and reaching the arms up just to make things a little bit harder. We're going to tap the back knee down to the floor. So tap it and lift it. And I want you to notice right away how my front knee is staying bent, right? A lot of times I see people tapping and straightening the front leg. And I just want you to keep a deep bend in the front leg. Lower belly is pulled in nice and strong. Eyes are on one spot. Breath is nice and easy. Reach out through your fingertips. Good. Dig into your right heel for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, drop the shoulders, 6, belly in, 5, breathe, woo, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it. Keep a deep bend in the right leg. Step the left foot forward and sit into a nice deep chair pose. Reach out through your fingertips. Breathe nice and easy. Lower belly is in. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, forward fold right over the legs. Woo! Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, right leg gets sent way back. Left knee over the ankle. Belly is in. Sweep it all the way up into your crescent. Hug the lower tummy in. So it's almost like a little pelvic tilt happening, so nothing is sticking back. Reach through the fingertips, and let's tap. 10. Actually, 20. Woo! You almost got lucky there on this side. 17. 16, press from the front heel. 15. 14, breathe. 13, belly in. 12, reach through the fingertips. 11. 9. 8. 7, 6, drop the shoulders. 5, 4, almost there. 3, 2, hold it low on 1. So keep your lunge. Step your right foot forward to meet your left foot and hold it there in your little chair pose. Little bit different on the second round. We're going to come onto the very, very tips of our toes, pressing the front of the foot forward, lifting the knees and the heels up. And then as slow as you can, I want you to sit onto the heels, bringing the hands to the heart center. And if you did it right, your legs probably shook the whole way down like mine. Think of yourself leaning against a wall. So a straight spine, or like I'm in your house and I'm pulling your head up. Hug the inner thighs, hug the lower belly, and use that control to lower yourself down to a hollow hold without plopping. So lowering really slowly, tush to the ground, right down to a low hollow hold. And what I want you to do is place the palms down, but keep the chin and the chest up. We're going to bring the knees into the nose, lifting the butt, and send the legs out about parallel to the floor. Bring it in, lift the tush. Send it back out. Bring it in, lift. Send it out. Breathe. Bring it in, lift, and send it back out. Perfect. So there's 15 in total. We have 10 more to go. Crunch it in for 10. Send it out. Keep the chest lifted for 9. Send it out. Heavy through the palms, through the forearms. Send it back out. Perfect. Last 7. Send it out. 6. Breathe. Send it out. 5. 4. Good. Last 3. Best 3. I know they're the hardest. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. I want you to lift your legs to the sky, drop your head to the floor, and we're going to try our very best to keep the heels right over the hips, toes towards the nose if we can. So flexing the feet, right? We're going to bring the arms over the head and we're going to find a pistol grip. So release the index fingers. Keep your legs nice and strong how you have them. Let your left leg come parallel to the floor. We're going to take an inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to chop it up to the right. We're going to swap the legs as the arms come back behind the head, and we're going to exhale, chop it to the left. Inhale, swap it. Exhale, chop it. Yeah, let's keep going. Swap it out. Chop to the left. Swap the legs. And really lift, you guys. Really find yourself lifting all the way up, coming as high as you can. Keep the energy through the legs. Breathe. Perfect. Here we go. Last 10, 9, 8. Make sure you're not holding your breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. I want your both legs to lift to the sky. Bring your palms back to the floor where we started, back of the head to the floor. We're going to do a little reverse press. So again, reflex the feet, toes to the nose. Touch the heels to the ceiling as you lower the legs as low as you can with the strength of the belly. Don't let the lower back peel off the floor. Lift them and lower them down as low as you can. Bring them back up. So don't just work on the way up. Work on the way down as well. Right? Keep everything really engaged so that you can go a little bit lower than where's comfortable. Remind yourself you're not supposed to be comfortable, right? You got on the mat to work today, and so you commit to this determination, right? Building mental strength along with the physical strength. 5 more. I know you need a lot of mental strength to deal with my counting. For 3, good. For 2. And last one, we're going to hug those knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. And then we'll start to rock and roll to the way up. We're actually going to make it right back into a plank position. So when you're ready, I want you to just rock and roll a little bit to just create some movement, rolling along the back of that spine. And we're going to go for 2 more of these. 2. The last one, we'll come up, we'll cross the ankles, and we'll send it through right to a plank position. When you get to plank, I want you to lower all the way down to your tummy, and then inhale into a nice cobra pose, stretching out through the belly. So again, keeping things strong and flexible, super important finding a balance between the two. And this should feel pretty delish. Hold it there for 3. For 2, maybe look up, get a stretch even through the front of the throat. And on 1, I want you to tuck the toes and put it into a down dog. Allowing the breath to get your heels closer to the ground. So just settling in, keeping it active, right? Keeping the quads engaged, keeping the arms nice and strong. Take a deep breath in by your nose and out by your mouth. Inhale. Sigh it out. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, lift the right leg nice and high. On the exhale, step the right foot forward right between your hands. Keep your back heel lifted. And again, I'm going to ask you to check that your right knee is over the ankle. We're going to hover the chest about 2 inches off the thigh, and we're going to reach the arms back, sending the chest forward. And this always makes me feel like I'm on like the front of the Titanic. So think of yourself like Celine Dion is playing in the background and you're here. Reach your fingertips. Chest is really nice and broad. Hold it there. We're going to take a little bind with the hands, doing the very best to bring the palms together, keeping the hands off the tush. Ground into your right leg, pulling your tummy, and we're going to put it right into a warrior 3. And sometimes it's like a hop and then warrior 3, or a tap warrior 3. That's okay. I want you to keep your left hip down. Square the hips the best you can. Belly is nice and firm. Keep that idea of the collarbone being really, really broad. Breathe 3, 2. Release the hands down to the ground and take a standing split. Release the forehead down. Release the crown of the head down. Think of that idea of squaring the hips, keeping the 2 legs equally strong, right? Using the left glute to lift the left leg. And then we're going to very slowly float that left foot back down. Drop the knee. Take an inhale, lengthen, lift. And as you exhale, we're going to sit it into a little half split. And we're going to flow like that 2 times. So we're going to inhale back into the front leg, lifting into our standing splits, maybe reaching around, bringing the forehead to the shin. Allowing the left leg to drop down, knee to drop down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, taking that half split, drawing the right hip back. Inhale into the front leg, lifting into your standing splits, holding behind the leg, drawing your forehead closer, and then releasing back into that little half split. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold, and hold it here. I want you to refine it, so bring your right hip back as if you're drawing your right leg back into the hip socket. Lean with the chest, lead with the chest. Breathe. Inhale, hinge into the front leg. Bring both hands to the inside of the foot. We're going to heel toe our front foot towards the outer edge of the mat like a lizard stance. Toes and knees track the same direction. We're going to lift our back leg and we're going to crawl our hands forward as far as we can, tucking the chin to the chest and getting nice and low. And I want you to freeze it here for 3, for 2. On 1, crawl your hands back underneath your shoulders. We're going to plant the hands down into the ground. Keep the back leg strong and just float your right foot off the floor. Breathe there for 3. For 2, I want you to send it back to a 3-legged dog, extending through the right leg. Inhale, hinge into a 3-legged plank and roll through vinyasa. Lower down slow. Inhale through to your up dog. Exhale, using your belly to lift it into your down dog. Taking a cycle of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left leg is going to lift. As you exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Make sure that we have left knee over ankle. Back leg is nice and strong. Hover the chest, maybe 2 inches above the thigh, and reach back, sending the chest forward, energizing through those fingertips. Find your legs. Hug the inner thighs in. Lots of core work. Let's interlace the fingers. Open things up. Start having that conversation with that left leg, right? I need you strong. So root down. Take a deep breath. And when you're ready, warrior 3. Ooh, there it is. Belly is in. Right hip is parallel to the floor. Palms are together the best you can. Try to keep your hands off your booty if you can, okay? Chest is forward. Breath is easy. Very slowly. Release those hands down to the floor. And take that standing split. Letting that right leg come nice and high. And again. Engage your right glute to help you lift the leg, keeping the hips nice and squared up. One leg is strong. There's your foundation, right? So don't let it get lazy. Beautiful. We're going to really, really slowly lower that right leg down. Right knee taps down. Inhale to the tops of the fingertips and the chest forward. And as you exhale, coming into that little half split. And then we're going to flow like that. So we're going to inhale, hinge it forward. Exhale, half split, maybe reaching the left arm around, pulling yourself closer, and then lowering that right leg down, dropping the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, send it back. Good. One more time like that. Inhale, send it forward. Find your standing split. Squeeze those buns of steel. And then very slowly lower back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and hold. So you can shift the hands back. Draw the left leg back towards the left hip. Hug the belly in so everything is nice and squared off, leading with the chest. Flex the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, hinge forward, back into the front leg. We're going to bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. And then we're going to take that lizard stance. So heel in, toes out. Lift your back leg and crawl your hands forward on your fingertips. Get real animal-like as you go. Like, how low can I go, right? Calm down nice and low. Back leg is nice and strong. Breath is easy. Hold it there, 3. Hold it there, 2. And on 1, walk the hands back under the shoulders. really get strong through your hands, and then lift your back foot up. Hold it. 3, 2, 3-legged dog, 3-legged plank, vinyasa, lower down slow. Inhale through to your up dog. Exhale into your down dog. And I want you to just hold it here. Take a nice big deep breath in. I fix my microphone. And a nice big deep breath out. Good. Relax the breath. Relax the face. Perfect. Let's go for pigeon pose. So let's take a nice big inhale, reaching the right leg up, bending the knee, and opening up the hip. Firm through your left leg, firm down through your right hand, and just think to myself, right hip on top of left hip, right? So right knee up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to hover our pigeon. So we're going to bring our right knee towards our right tricep, shifting the shin forward as if we were going to be in pigeon pose. We're not going to put it down just yet. We're going to press the floor away and hold 3, 2, and on 1. Right knee towards the right wrist or the outer edge of the mat. Back toes are tucked. I want you to use the toes to scoot your back leg back and look back there. Your legs should be about parallel to the side of your yoga mat, and then release the foot out straight. So inhale for length, and then exhale. I want you to just come as far as is comfortable. If you feel comfortable enough to put your whole forehead down to the ground, great. You can reach your arms all the way forward. You can make a pillow with your hands to rest your forehead on if that's more comfortable for you. I like this one for today. And just allow yourself to breathe into the posture. That is the most important part, is to really let this communication happen with the breath and the body. So again, I'm saying it all the time, we inhale for strength, right, and for space to kind of power ourselves up. And we exhale to access this flexibility and this softness. So you're never muscling yourself into a posture. You're always softening your edges or kind of finessing your edges. Don't be afraid of your edges. Never put yourself on autopilot when you're on your mat. Really, really pull all of your attention and awareness to the body, because it's different every day. So something that you did yesterday might not be the right thing to be doing today. Sometimes just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. I had a really, really, really amazing teacher who taught me that, and it changed my whole entire practice. So challenge yourself, but be kind to yourself as well. I know you're telling me to shut up at home, so I will shut up. Take 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From wherever you are, you're going to come back onto your hands. And we're just going to dip to the right so that we can sweep our left leg forward and around. I'm going to turn and face you so you can see me. Your left leg is going to be out. I want your right foot right up against that inner thigh. So there's a little bit of pressure there. Sit up nice and tall. Stretch the arms up. Take a turn to the left. And then just hook the foot wherever feels good to you. Okay? So if it feels better at the heel, go for the heel. If you're not hooking the foot yet, just reach for the foot. Think forehead towards the shin. Activate through this left quadricep so the hamstring opens up. And then your right side body is going to want to roll out. So we're going to try to roll everything in. Relax the neck and breathe for 3. For 2. And on 1, you're going to slowly come up. You're going to take a dip towards the right. Sweep that left leg back, ending in your start of your pigeon, and then send the right leg back and up and shake it out, wiggle it around. And then meet me right back in your down dog. Settle into that bad boy right away. Settle the heels down, find your foundation, strong hands, strong feet, and then inhale, left leg lifts. We'll bend the knee and we'll open up the hip. We'll take a second, make your right leg a little stronger, ground down through your left hand. Left hip on top of right hip, relax your neck. Get ready to hover your pigeon. Take a big deep breath, and as you exhale, hover it. So left knee towards the left tricep, shin shifts forward. Press that floor away. Back leg is nice and strong. 3, 2, lay it down in pigeon pose on 1. So left knee towards the left wrist. Use your back toes to scoot your back leg back as you untuck your toes. And then come down to that same place wherever you found on the right side. Come down to on the left side. Breathe nice and easy. Relax and release. And we have about 10 rounds of breath here. And it's just to let your body absorb this awesome information that you're giving it. But again, work with your breath. If you ever find that your mind is kind of not quieting at all, I count my breaths. That was a technique that I use quite a bit, especially when I'm overly stressed or I'm just multitasking, I have a lot going on. Sometimes it's hard to kind of quiet things down upstairs. So maybe count in, ideally for 6 and out for 6, but any rhythm is good. In for 3, out for 3. Just make them as slow and controlled as you can. Allowing yourself to fill up and then to completely empty out. Two more breaths like that. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Bigger exhale. Slowly make your way back onto your hands. It's almost like you're getting up from a nap, right? Really slow, really conscious movements. Lifting the chest, taking a dip towards the left so that you can sweep your right leg forward. And again, we're going to take our left foot and put it right up against that inner right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, taking a deep breath, stretching up, spinning to the right, and then hooking the foot wherever feels good for you today. Maybe today you're feeling super extra bendy and you can grab a wrist, right? Whatever feels okay to you, I want you to do. It's going to be your left side body this time that's going to want to kind of tilt up. So we're just going to roll it down the best that we can. Relax the forehead down, so find that slight tuck of the chin. Activate through your right quad so that your hamstring has some help to open up. And of course, if the knee is bent, no big deal. The knee is better being bent than a lot of roundness to the spine, right? So we want to lengthen the spine, even if we bend the knee a little bit. Take another deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Come all the way back up to the top. Take that little dip to the left. Sail the right leg back. Tuck the toes. Firm the hands. And then let that left leg just shake out, wiggle around, walking that dog out. Pedaling out the feet a couple times. And then grounding down into those heels. Deep clearing breath. Inhale by the nose. Exhale by the mouth. Good. We're going to float forward to our booties. So we'll float the knees forward, sit the tush down, and then hug the knees into the chest as you roll your way right down onto the floor, giving yourself a nice big hug. So grab your opposite elbows if you can. I want you to get this really nice compression on the lower belly. I do this a lot in class. I, when I'm stressed out or if I'm traveling, tend to have digestive issues, right? My belly doesn't always love what's happening. And so this is a wonderful way to just kind of help that along. And we know that as our gut is healthy, everything tends to be healthy. So why not do this once a day, right? Flushing things out. Keep the back of the spine long, so tailbone towards the ground, back of the neck towards the ground. Tuck the chin to the chest like you're looking right down the center line of the body. And just compress, breathe. Good. You're going to keep the knees drawn in, but we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Hook your feet from underneath, and we're going to pull the feet in towards our good stuff and push the knees away from us, taking this nice big butterfly pose. And you'll find it much easier to lengthen your spine here. So let's go ahead and do that. Keep looking right down the center line of the body. Breathe easy. Good. Keep the feet where they are. Release your grip. Bring your knees back together and then lower your feet down to the ground. We're going to take our right leg, cross it over the left leg. If you want to eagle the legs, you absolutely can do that. Tee your arms out to the side and we'll take a little spine twist. Think about your knees staying about the same level as your hips, right? So don't straighten your legs as you lower them down. As you lower your knees down further, you're going to notice this right shoulder peeling off the floor. So we're going to stay here for 3 rounds of breath. On every exhale, I want you to let gravity help you bring that shoulder down towards the ground. Look as far towards the right hand as you can. Get a little stretch through the neck and breathe. Let the knees heavy. Let the feet heavy. Feel that right shoulder coming down. Good. Let's bring everything back towards the center and let's swap those legs out. You can move your tush towards the left if you need to. Eagle the legs if you did on the right side. And again, if you're just crossing them, that's fine also. Let them come down towards the right, but try not to straighten those legs, right? Keep knees in hip level, and then you're going to find that left shoulder is going to want to peel off the floor. So we're going to stay here for those 3 rounds of breath. Let that left shoulder start to come down as you look as far towards the left as you can, getting a really nice stretch through the right side neck. Close your eyes if you feel like it. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Slowly bring it back to the center. We're going to uncross those legs and we're going to take it into our final Savasana. So extending your legs nice and long. Bring your arms a little bit closer in towards the body. Keep your palms facing up and then wiggle, fidget, and get yourself into this place where you're going to be able to hold still. And this is where I always leave you guys. I love this idea of, I always ask you to take 5 minutes, but maybe today you need 10, right? So this is your time. So get yourself in a place where you're still, and maybe you're not comfortable, but you're not reacting to anything that's coming up. You're acknowledging those thoughts that might be there, but again, there's no reactiveness to it. The less you react, the less they're going to bother you. And you'll find that you have a lot more peace upstairs. Take a deep breath in. Longer exhale out. As always, thank you for joining me today on the mat. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope to see you soon. Take your time. Namaste.